What's up guys, Aroneous here with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today's video I'm going to be doing live PvP, so let's do this. Alright, so of course live PvP. I'm on my free-to-play main account here, and I've been stacking up on Sacreds and getting wicked lucky over the past week. With Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss, that's been huge. I've been getting back-to-back Sacreds recently, but now my luck is going to fade because I had to say that, right? How are you guys doing with the Clan Boss recently? Have you been getting more Sacred Shards? I feel like once fusions are over, you get more Sacred Shards. That's just me being a skeptic, but I just feel like they do that. I don't know, man. Alright, so let's take a trip to the Tavern here really quickly. And right now, I recently upgraded, or not upgraded, but yeah, you could say it's a bit of an upgrade. I put him in Stone Skin Mighty Uko. Now, of course, I do need to completely level up this gear to make him a little bit tankier. So the HP, I mean, we're going to get to... Dang, that was a lot. We're hoping to get to 60k HP. Let's see. 52, so we're not going to get anywhere near there, I don't feel like. On here, hopefully we roll another roll on accuracy. That would be helpful. And then this one, I guess resistance would be nice. So that's fine. Accuracy is fine too, actually. No, not resistance. I would want accuracy on that. So let's see. Let's level this bad boy up. Dang, only to level 15, so that stinks. And of course, I'm only doing it because right now we still have Artifact Enhancement event going on. I do want to get this 1,000 anniversary points. That'll be helpful. But yeah, let's get into the PvP. I was going to say Tag Team Arena, but it's kind of similar to Tag Team. I guess my only issue with this is that it's a little bit clunky at times. I have ended up having issues where the game crashed. Probably like 3 or 4 times the game's crashed on me. Other cons to this is just the simple fact that you can face really strong players. And so I've been recently facing like really strong players and been losing quite a few. So my battle log, loss here, win, loss, win. Like I've been doing pretty bad recently, facing some pretty strong players out there. So that's been a problem for me. I mean, obviously I could bring in better champions and make sure that I'm not making simple mistakes. But for the free-to-play players, like I've been playing over 3 years, and you're not going to do well if you don't have the meta champions and if you don't have really good gear. Because at the end of the day, hopefully you can do well in bronze and maybe you can get into silver eventually down the line. But I think a lot of the new players that are within like 6 months of playing are probably going to be stuck in bronze 1, 2, or 3. That's just my opinion. I don't think they're going to get too far. Or unless they continue to keep it the way it is where you can't really lose points. Like I don't think I've ever lost points. I only climb in the tiers. So I wonder if they're going to make it so you lose points once they bring out the full-fledged model here for the PvP arena. Now, I don't know, but that's definitely a con. Other cons is everybody just use meta champions. Everybody just uses the same champions over and over and over. And I don't really like that. I don't like that people can just continuously use the same champions over and over. It just makes it boring. It's basically just regular PvP and arena, except you're facing somebody so they can just not use certain abilities at times or make mistakes. Whereas the computer, the AI, sometimes is a little bit, well, I guess that's not typically smarter, but the AI sometimes is similar, right? Because the AI was just going to do those abilities anyways, right? But yeah, I mean, the biggest issue here would probably just be the clunkiness. Takes a little bit, it lags, it delays. And then, of course, I had an instance where when I put bombs on an enemy champion, then it went off on the enemy champion and it blew up my team. I don't know what the heck happened or why that happened, but that's definitely a big glitch. So that's a problem. And I'm just concerned for when they actually allow all the players to get in here, if it's just going to crash the servers or not. That's going to be interesting. I haven't had now some pros on this. It's somewhat smooth. It's not as bad as I expected it to be. Also, I guess it's nice that you can find players to face in like less than 30 seconds. And I mean, I guess I like the tiers and the milestones, but this is going to take forever for somebody to get because you have to get into gold. So are they going to allow people like myself who's free to play, I don't have all the meta champions, or someone who's been playing for like 2 months to keep climbing and not lose arena points? Because if you can just keep climbing, because I have noticed that after a few losses, I do get an easier opponent. So it's not always the same. Like it's not hard. Like you saw every couple of opponents that are really tough that I faced, then I would face an easier opponent. Couple of bad ones, couple of really strong players, then I get an easy opponent. So if you can continue to climb, you don't lose live arena points, then eventually you can make it. You can get Quintus the Triumphant, but it's going to take a while. It's going to take a long while for most people. I think another con though would be that if you're really early game, you're just not going to win a lot of battles. That's my thought. And unless people are coming, because most people have to be I think you have to be level 50 to open this up. So people at level 50 plus usually have a somewhat set up defense and are very close to getting Arbiter, or maybe already have Arbiter. So I don't know. I think it's a 50-50 for me. It's not bad, but it's not amazing. Like another thing I would suggest for this game mode is maybe they can make it interesting. So they have schedules, right? They've got schedules going on at all different times. And with these schedules going on at all different times, they can possibly do like something to the side here, make this box a little bigger, and then put like, during this time period, you cannot use legendaries. You know, during this time period, only use legendaries or only use epics. And not everybody's going to be able to fight in those time periods because most people are full-time. They have full-time jobs like myself. So I miss a lot of these because of my full-time job. And I try to do it if it's early in the morning at like 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I can typically play for like 30-40 minutes before I leave for work. So that's kind of nice. And I would have to do it in this time period. Now, will it always be on something like a game mode that I like? Not necessarily. And everybody's going to like or dislike certain game modes based on challenges. And if they do those types of challenges, what they could do is add in a layer of rewards, which would make players who don't want to do those game modes with just epics only or rares only to be more interested in doing it because the reward tiers are higher in those specific time frames. That's just my suggestion, because right now it's just regular PvP arena to me. It's just that you're playing a person instead, and there's going to be a lot of teams where if I were to play an arena, I know I'm not going to face a crazy team that I feel like I can't kill with one nuke or with bombs or with a single target damage dealer. I just won't play them. But now you're forced to play them because it randomizes it. So you will lose a lot more than if you were in arena because you can snipe specific teams. So your win percentage is going to be much lower in PvP real time as compared to PvP just basic standard arena. Now, again, I still like the mode. I do like it. I just think that they could grow off this and expand and make it more interesting for the player base. You know, allow content creators to make specific lobbies. Like maybe they can create lobbies, right? Lobbies could be for the pay to win, free to play, and the in-betweeners, you know, the low spend players or whatever. Obviously, that's just me throwing stuff out there. Or you could create lobbies to be like, this lobby is for all people who want to fight with rare champions only. This lobby is to face anybody. This lobby is to face people with epic champions only, and so on and so forth. They could create different lobbies, but still have live arena within itself so that you wouldn't have to worry about the other ones where it says epics only, rares only. it would just be kind of fun to use other champions outside of the realms of, well, I'm just going to use my meta champions every single time and I'm going to bulldoze through every single team that I face. To me, that's boring. That's just like, there's no change. There's no like pizzazz in it. You know, I want it to be fun. I want it to be interesting. You know, I want to see people bring in champions that I would never typically see, people that are in the vault, right? You know, maybe they need to make it that they have some game modes or challenges where they offer rewards and they say, hey, use whoever in the Nyresian crypt or faction. Use whoever in a different faction. And maybe they just, again, make it on certain time frames or in specific lobbies. There's multiple ways that you can kind of go that would help players. I don't know. Let me know. I'm kind of just rambling on right now about what I'd be interested in for the PvP in the future. But let me know in the comments down below. Do you or are you interested in something like that? And leave your own comments. Like, what are your suggestions? What would you do to improve if you have been playing the beta? What would you do to improve? I'm gonna go ahead and do 1 or 2 battles here, and then I'll get out of here. But yeah, I'm really interested with that. Let's get the dubs. See, now I got an easy player. Now I got an easy player. So you don't end up losing every single solitary time. Sometimes it gives you an easier player to face, especially if you're like on a losing streak, which is nice because obviously you don't want to just keep losing and then never want to play this specific game mode. But I think it's good enough though. Remove Arbiter. We're going to buff strip just in case. But then again, I do have Elegias. He's probably going to ban Foley. Wow, he didn't ban my Foley. I kind of gave him a gimme. He could have easily won. That's fine. Listen, you make mistakes. This is what happens. This is Elegias. This is the updated Elegias, by the way. Got him in that stun set. Let's go. Go here. Oof. Slapped. That boy just got slapped. All right, next one. All right, this is the last one. This is the last one for sure. Another level 88. Okay, this is going to be another easier fight as well. What did you guys think of Elegias right there? I buff stripped him, and then I placed a stun. He works very similar to Mighty Uko, where if you put him in a good stun set, high speed, he'll buff strip, hopefully, if you have high enough accuracy. And then, boom, place that stun once he strips him. We're going to do that again, actually. All right, so he's got Mithrala and Ultimate Death Knight on the team there. So we're definitely going to go with damage, of course. We've kind of gotta. Who's he gonna... He's probably gonna get rid of my Arbiter. So personally, I think I'm gonna get rid of his Arbiter. Or his Leorius. Yep, I'm gonna get rid of his Leorius. Because right now, he just has all supports. So he has no real damage dealer. Unless he can survive the whole time. What we're gonna do, because they're just gonna keep going fast, I think I need to put him in the lead. Well, more accuracy would be better. Let's go with more accuracy, because I want to make sure I can buff strip most of them. If I can buff strip his Mithrala, then she might get stunned. Let's go. He's gonna speed up. I might take a turn. Nope, Mithrala's gonna go first. All right, so now we take a turn. Let's fear. 2 fears landed. That's not bad. Now he's going to go. Fear worked. All right, 50-50. Now we're going to buff strip. Let's see what happens. Boom. Ah, resisted. Didn't buff strip here because he only has a 75% chance. So that kind of stinks. Do this. Boom. Let's decrease those bombs. Bomb timers decreased everywhere. Let's go. We just demolished. Let's go, baby. All right, this is the last one for sure. For sure, the last one. For sure. Absolutely the last one. I'm telling you. It's the last one. Sariga, 39 UA. 970 points. Okay. Okay. He might be a tougher one here. See what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Elegias putting in the work. Haven't faced really anybody with polymorph yet. And if they do have polymorph, And I'm just going to go ahead and ban them because, you know what? That's annoying. Like right now, 1-star polymorph. Now that is a threat, but it's not as much of a threat all the time. Like the percentage is much lower to have an issue. All right, who am I going to use here? You know what? We're going to use Bushi. We're going to use Bushi, baby. Why are we using Bushi? Because we can. Because we absolutely can. Duchess number 2. Let's go. Bushi. He might put Ultimate Death Knight, though. If he puts Ultimate Death Knight, then that's a clear counter to Bushi. Bushi is Spirit, so he's going to be good against Pythion. Let's do this. Let's see what we can do here. Come on. Got Lanatharil in here. Someone you wouldn't typically see either. Mr. Rat King. Let's get rid of his Arbiter. And we're going to put in... We're going to put her in the lead, of course. I mean, he does have a 1% higher lead, but I think you need to put her in the lead to protect everybody. Sometimes it just gets stuck here in the loading screen for like a minute or two. Just going to do A1 here. Oh, he's going to fear. Yikes. Okay, we're going to come back to life. All right, that didn't work. Let's go ahead and try to kill him. Oh my god, that didn't work. We're going to keep getting feared, huh? Come on, man. Pythion's going. Let's remove all these bombs. All right, let's get these bombs out of here. We don't want those. Okay, she did a cleanse. Can we take this guy out here? Let's see. Boom. Get wrecked. Place some shields. Okay, we need shields. Trying to go after my Bushi. Do that. Ooh, bombs on Bushi. Go ahead and get rid of him again. Get out of here. Gonna go after Nishak now. Ah, we almost got him. We almost had him. Come on, man. Can we take him out? It's got the strength in. Nice. Alright, he doesn't have a revive yet. Let's go after the reviver. There's the revive. Bushi, man. That boy is a freaking goat. Look at this goat. People underestimate the power of Bushi, the troll god. Say adios to your boy. Ka-ching. Alright, we're good. Nice little win there. We'll take it. We'll take it. Alright, guys. What do you think about the live arena? Do you guys like it? Leave a comment down below what your thoughts are about some changes they could potentially make to live arena. And I'll see you on a video soon. Peace.